months since being back from Southeast Asia, and we're staying at my parents' house, which is in a very little village in a county called Oxfordshire.
So a lot of YouTube videos from England will show you London, Manchester, where else? Edinburgh from Scotland, big cities like Liverpool, but today we're showing you around a standard British Oxfordshire village. So everyone, well not all, but most villages in England have a church, so we'll go there first.
So the main religion in England is Christianity. So in general, most places or towns or cities will have either a church or a cathedral. People tend to go to churches generally for kind of Sunday Mass, christenings, anything to do with Christmas, funerals and weddings. So what I noticed mainly in Southeast Asia, if you go to a church, they don't have any graves, which I thought was quite bizarre, seeing as every church in England will have some form of grave. So if you know why in Southeast Asia they don't have graves, can you just let us know?
That tiny patch of grass behind me is actually the village green. Just a triangle bit of grass and that's it. So we are in the middle of pretty much nowhere because it's just a tiny village. But we move. We do have exciting events like beer festivals and summer fetes, you know, really to loosen up and get wild, but that's all there is really. Now, one of the main things about being in England is we love a drink, we love a pub, and this is our country pub. Unfortunately it's closed because they're trying to sell it, but hopefully it'll open soon.
The main reason why my parents moved to this area was because obviously it was small, but also they liked the idea of having a small pub in the village. And it being shut is not very good. So they used to go there weekly and they don't go there anymore. And my mum has actually set up a hashtag save our pub, so she's very determined about getting it all sorted. So over there is the only shop in the village. It's pretty expensive because it is the only shop, and also it's volunteer based, so no one actually gets paid for it to be open, therefore the hours are not the best. And the reason why the car park is so busy is because there is a school the other side and everyone picks up their kids and uses this car park, so it's not usually very busy at all.
Now, it's actually very typical to have thatched roofs in England. Lots of like villages, like the village I grew up in had loads of houses like this, and they look super cute, but they're like super expensive. So if you've got a thatched roof, you're paying like 70 grand to get it maintained or fixed, and they're super flammable, so you can't smoke in them or have a fire or do anything fun.
So in a village like this, generally the only thing that you can really do is go on dog walks. So I would probably say everyone in the village has some sort of dog or cat, and just see each other around so regularly because they are always on dog walks. It's quite cute, really.
So we're actually quite lucky in this village. Even though it feels like we're in the middle of nowhere, we've got links. So getting to Oxford only takes 10 minutes, so that is great. But on the downside, it's one train every 2 hours. So if you're not good with timings and keeping on time, you're going to be waiting a while.
So since being back, I have been thinking about the pros and cons of England versus Southeast Asia. And obviously the main one that everyone always says about England is the weather. It's pretty crap, and it is still pretty cold even though it's summer. But in terms of what it is good at, is this infrastructure that maybe Southeast Asia just needs a little bit more work on. And I mean more pavements than anything. So as of yet, I'm still waiting to twist my ankle on pavement, so hopefully that doesn't happen. But you know, England's winning on that one.
I was thinking, adding on to what Rosie was saying, I was thinking a lot about England, and I thought, oh, I don't want to come back, it's shit. I just love being somewhere else. But coming back, and when we do get a nice summer's evening and a sunset, and like you've got the countryside of England, it is pretty good. It's gorgeous. Now, I think we're pretty lucky being able to live with Rosie's parents and such a beautiful little place, but towns and villages like this just aren't made for young people. So, like I said, you've got nothing to do, you've got to drive really if you want to get anywhere. Public transport's rubbish and it will take you ages to get anywhere. And, you know, it's great for people with little families and old people retiring, but for young people wanting to explore, there's not much going on.
Although yes, this place is not ideal for young people, it is ideal for two travellers needing a place to call home for a couple of months, and having a furry friend is always a bonus. Sit! Good boy! Good! That's enough, you greedy pig.